Hey everybody, Tom here, and today we're going to be playing Scenario 4, The Crypt of the Damned. So just a really quick recap of what happened in our last gameplay video. We went back to Barrow Lair for our second time, and we totally kicked butt from there. After that, we went into Gloomhaven. Crystale picked up some new shoes, and they had a nice encounter where they found some old weaponry that they've donated to the city, contributing to the city's prosperity. Now, they've decided that they are going to go investigate the crypt. They had two options. It's just off camera here, but they could go check out kind of an encampment or head into the lair. I have decided to go into the lair because I'm kind of curious about this gloom thing that I keep hearing about. But since we're on the road, we need to take care of a road event, which is what we're going to do before we do our scenario. So here it is. The road event, and I've got the correct number. I mentioned in my last video that I had been grabbing the road events from the wrong place, and I apologize for that, but this is a correct one. Okay, road. Walking the path between a small grove and a steep cliff, you suddenly find yourself facing a massive group of felled trees blocking the road. Ugh, I hate it when things block the road. The placement of the trees seems odd, and you have a very suspicious feeling about the whole situation. Well, yeah, I do. All right, so option A, do we clear the trees from the road? It is the best way through and will help other travelers. Or B, take the time to find a way around the trees. Oh crap, I don't know. I don't think I'm overly interested in helping other travelers. I am interested in helping like the militia and stuff like that. We kind of are becoming buddy with them, but I think we're going to look around the trees, especially because last time when we moved the rocks, that really screwed us over. Okay, so we're going option B. We're not moving the trees. We're just going to find our way around. I'm going to hide option B from you guys so you can't see. Where is it? Okay, option B. You head into the underbrush of the grove to get around the felled trees, but it is rough going. The growth is very dense, and there are quite a few prickly thorns to contend with. All start the scenario with 2 damage. Gosh dang it. And then we need to put this back into the deck. We're going to shuffle it back in. So yeah, so it doesn't get damaged. Like I don't take it out of the game. We're just going to put it back in the box. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I made the wrong choice there. Oh well. So we're going to be starting with 2 damage. Wonderful. And we're going into a place called the Crypt of the Damned. Even better. So let's go ahead and dive in, and we're going to start off with our 2 damage. All right, here we go. Scenario 4, Crypt of the Damned. It sounds really warm and inviting. I think if you look really closely at the map, there's like a welcome mat there, and we cleaned our feet before we walked in. Let's zoom in and look at the introduction. So no requirements to get into here. The goal is to kill all of the enemies, and here's what the introduction says. The bandit commander's proclamations of a gloom do not sit well in your stomach as you search the bend in the still river. Something here holds an interest for these maniacs. You are somewhat surprised to find the ruins of an ancient crypt half covered in moss and ivy. The history of this place is old and dark. With no information to go on, you head down into the depths. Whatever these supposed bandits are up to, you're determined to find out, even after you stumble across a large group of them, and more animated dead at the bottom of the stairs. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time being literate this morning. You've made a mistake coming here. One of the bandits hisses. You disagree. You are right where you want to be. So here's a view of the room that we're going to be heading into. 2-player game. Looks like we've got 2 traps. Those are going to be level 4 because I'm playing a level 1 solo level thing. So 2 traps, and then it looks like we've got an elite living bones, a basic living bones, and a basic archer. And I'm going to go ahead and set this up sideways so that we're starting at the bottom of the screen, and then we're going to work our way upwards instead of going from left to right. It just is easier to film that way. So let's take a quick look. I've got my living bones set up here. Here's our elite, there's our regular, and the red cubes did not work out so well last time to remember that we are targeting multiple people. So also from Galaxy Defenders, I have pulled these ammo things. Maybe that will work this time. Probably not, but you know, it's always fun to screw up and have the world notice. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and label these again are just me providing myself a way to remember to target multiple people. We are, oh, here, let me grab this really fast. We are going to be bumping up the level of difficulty this time around. I'm going to be sticking, instead of making it easier, we're just going to stick with the usual. I'm using this paper clip. So we're going to do scenario level 1. So the monsters are all at level 2. Our gold conversion at the end will still be a 2. But I already mentioned this when talking about the app. Our trap damage is 4. But hopefully if we win, which I'm sure we will, we're going to get 6 bonus experience. So I'm just bumping it up a level from what we've been doing in the past. And let's go talk about where Norman and Crystale are. So, taking a look here, we are at level 2 now, so we should be starting at 12 health, but from our road event, we are starting with 2 damage. So, I'm actually down to 10 health now. Obviously, 0 experience. I had forgotten in the post-scenario cleanup video last time, Norman paid money to the church to gain a blessing, and so we're going to add 2 blessing cards into his deck. I think that's what we're supposed to do. So let me go ahead and do that. Make sure, yep, they're facing the right way. Separate them, and we'll shuffle. This is the ugliest shuffling job I've ever done. It's like I don't know why, but it's like watching a kiss on a movie or TV or a reality show where that's just so uncomfortable. That's how I felt about that shuffling job and my ability to speak. Okay, there we go. Something like that. Now, I've gone through and I have selected 4 cards to take out. Right now he has 14 cards in his deck, but he's only allowed to have 10. It's getting harder and harder now that I am getting better at knowing what these cards are doing to say what I can live without. So I'm going to finally take out this loot one because it's usually the first that I lose anyway when long resting. I'm going to lose the... I realize again, before you criticize, I realize I'm giving up good cards. I just kept thinking, what are the things that I'm using less than others? And it's a tough choice, but these are the 4 that I'm taking out. And then we've got our scenario goals. I have not looked at these yet. Let's see. Fast healer. Your current hit point value must be equal to your maximum hit point value at the end of the scenario. No, I do not want Norman to do that because Norman is the zealot who is trying to exhaust himself every time. Explorer. Reveal a room tile by opening a door on your turn during the scenario. Yeah, I think that sounds simple enough. We could probably do that. I'm having to shift things around because we're running out of space. So we're going to put this over here. Sure, why not? And then I'll get rid of that one. And finally, just a reminder, so you guys are used to seeing Norman with his normal stuff, but just again, for space purposes, I'm having to do this. I was toying with the idea. I keep noticing in the videos that I'm bumping the dials a lot just because I'm being clumsy with managing the camera and stuff like that. I was going to use some dice, but I don't really have the right colors of dice and stuff right now to do that. I'm going to go to the store a little bit later today, so maybe I'll keep an eye out for that. But for now, we're just going to shift things like this, and hopefully you'll remember well enough what the items are and all of those wonderful things. And so for Crystale, these are the 4 cards I've taken out. Again, I know I probably need to just hold on to this and loot things better. And I know I'm going to hate myself for getting rid of this card, and this card, and this card, and this card. But doing the best I can think of, given the circumstances. So these are the 4 that I'm going to go ahead and discard, or just take out of my hand. Again, she's level 2, so she normally starts at 7 health, but we took 2 damage, so she's going to be starting off at 5. I have pre-shuffled this, so you guys don't have to witness that atrocity again. And I think she bought the shoes. You're right, because she had the goggles, the cloak, and the power potion before. So new to her, I'll put it on top, are the winged shoes, which is going to add jump to her movement, and we could do that and refresh it between rests. So there are those cards there. And that's where Crystale is. Oh, and up here, this is the whole point of coming over here, are 2 scenario things. We've got the Straggler. Take only long rests during this scenario. We've done that before with her. And I'm not one to usually take short rests unless it's like an emergency. Use no items during this scenario. Oh, I don't like that. I like my items. Okay, we're going for Straggler. Put that over there. I think we can handle that probably. Yeah. And as you've already seen, of these 5 spaces over here, I've decided to start Norman here and Crystale here. I'm mostly trying to make it so that Norman can just go hit these guys, and maybe Crystale can move around and attack from a different position. Mostly I'm trying to avoid the living bones having their multiple targets. So like I don't want to put Norman here and Crystale here and have this guy attacking both of us. So that's where we're starting. Maybe I have Crystale starting back a little far, but maybe she should start here. Yeah, no, whatever. That's where it is. Okay. All right, so for Norman's turn, let's take a look here. I've spent some time off camera thinking, of course. What I've decided to do is, it's kind of a tough choice. These are the things that I want to do. The issue is that these are kind of slow movers, and the living bones are kind of known for being pretty fast. I'm hoping they draw that stupid card that I hate that doesn't allow them to move. Because what I want to do is I want to move and then push the living bones onto the trap that does 4 damage, and then attack with Pierce to get around their stupid shield. So that's kind of where I'm headed with my thoughts. I guess, why am I being so gentle about touching those? And we're going to go as quickly as we can go, but it's still pretty slow. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan to go right there. And really quickly, as I was going through and thinking about Crystale's turn, I think this is still fair because nothing has really happened other than I have picked some cards for Norman. But going through the cards one more time, I feel like I don't get close to people that often. Not often enough to use this. I know it worked really well in that one scenario, but I'm kind of not feeling great about holding onto this card. So I'm going to just hurry and swap it out. And I want to go for... I'm going to bring this one back just so that I have some more basic attacks that I can be doing. Yeah, so that's where my head is right now. Anyway, I'm swapping that out right now before the game gets too far in. And here we go. My plan is, let's get the Mystic Ally out and let's just get a basic attack. I didn't put myself close enough to do a stronger attack from a farther range, foolishly. And so let's just go ahead and plan this. So I'm going to do an early attack, just an attack of 2 from 3 away. Let's bring out the ally. So we're going to start with an initiative of 20. Okay, so Norman has initiative 61, and Crystale has initiative 20. The Living Bones have initiative 45, not as fast as I thought they were going to be. And our Archer has an initiative 56. So it'll go Crystale, Bones, Archer, Norman. And sorry, the camera was a little low. I've adjusted it. We're going to go ahead and start by bringing out her ally. And so we're just going to put this token on there. Yep, I can do it. And let's put this on the board. And I'm going to put her on this side. Let's kind of flank. Is that a term? The Crystale can head this way, and the Mystic Ally can come around this way. And then let's plan on attacking the elite Living Bones. Again, Norman is planning on pushing him into the trap. And so it would be cool if we could do a little bit of damage to him before that moment happens. So I'm attacking him. We have a base attack of 2. He has a shield of 1. We're modifying that attack. Great, with a +1. And so an attack of 3, blocked with 1. That guy's going to just take 2 damage. So down to 5 right there. Awesome. And again, that was this guy right here because he was 3 away. So next is the Living Bones. Now I'm going to try to put into practice everything that was talked about during the last gameplay session about moving to hit multiple targets. I am no expert, and I'm sure there will be some disagreements with what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do my best. So right now, the Living Bones character is targeting Norman. And then he has a secondary target of Crystale because she has an initiative. Well, again, I've been sitting here thinking, technically Crystale has the initiative of 20, and so I think this is his secondary target, but also that means that the Mystic Ally, if she has an initiative of 20, the Mystic Ally has an initiative of 19. Wow, sorry. And so my question is, would this Living Bones character go 1, 2 in order to attack these two guys? Or would the Living Bones character go 1, 2 to attack these two guys? It's really hard to say. Either way, it's going to screw up my stupid trap plan that I had set aside for this guy. I'm going to guess... Oh, crap. It's just so hard to say. Do you know what? Give me a second. I'm going to go look at that flow chart thing. I don't know. I might just... No. I'm just going to have to make a decision, and you guys can fight it out. I think because this technically has an initiative of 17, where... we're going to come over this way. I think. Could be wrong. For sure. Seems like it's either here or here. I honestly just don't know. Okay, so that's my decision. He's coming over this way. He's attacking +0. He's the elite guy, so he has an attack of 3 for his base. And then, who's he going after first? He's going to go after the Mystic Ally first. Ugh, this is stupid. I hate bringing her out and then having her die. Oh, man. An attack of 4. Is enough to just kill her, which was a completely waste of my thing. I probably should have sent him the other way. I don't know. It's so hard to make decisions sometimes. So, Mystic Ally is dead. That's very sad. And I forgot to give myself 2 experience for bringing her out. So, sorry. Okay, there you go. 2 experience for bringing her out. But now she's dead. Let's pretend like that was a planned distraction. And we're going to take her off the board. I'll take her off the screen. Now he's going to go ahead and hit Norman. So with Norman, he... Oh my gosh, sorry. Attack of 3. Modified. Judas Priest. Almighty crappy poop. Ugh, that seriously sucks. But Norman has more attacks coming because the other Living Bones is going to come attack him too. Well, okay. This is wonderful. I think, like I said, I had such a hard time even picking cards because I think they're all good and important. Losing one before I've even taken a turn just sounds like not something I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take that damage. I'll probably be using my healing potion sooner rather than later. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Norman has his helmet. Oh, the helmet. I think this is the first time this has really come in. Maybe it came in one time. When attacked, consider any ×2 attack modifier as a +0, and this just sticks around. Oh, the helmet. Okay, here's how this happened on the battlefield. This critical attack came in. The skeleton hit Norman's helmet that Crystale has been making fun of her. Wait, Crystale has been making fun of him for since the beginning. She thinks it's ridiculous. And after that hit happens and the Living Bones character's like, what just happened? Norman just turns around and like smiles at Crystale, who just rolls her eyes. Okay, so he really only took 3 damage. Okay, that is much better. I almost lost it. Wait, what am I doing? 7. Okay, so many numbers in the head. Yeah. Okay, yay for helmets. So now this Living Bones character is going to go. And he only has a movement, well, he has a movement of 3. So I think he could go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Not really sure which way to send him. I mean, in my mind, I kind of want to send him this way, but I think thematically these guys are going to come around and try to surround both of them like that. Gosh, this sucks. I halfway wanted to restart, delete this part of the video, and just do it from scratch because I am really sucking it up right now. But I'm not going to do that, in theory. If I do, you'll never know. Okay, he's going to go after Norman first. So attacking against Norman. His attack is a 2 modified to be a -1. Great. Okay, just 1 damage on Norman. Nope, that way. And then attacking Crystale. We've got an attack of 2 modified as a +0. Okay, so just 2. But for Crystale, who started at half the health, that's a little more crappy. So she's down to 3. No good. And now the archer. Oh, gosh, dang. I didn't even look before. Okay, so the archer's not moving. It's just doing an attack -1 and targeting 2 people. Let's see if she... Oh, I think she can. So she's not moving. Her attack is 2 -1, so just 1. So I guess that's good. But her range is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she's going to hit both of them. Okay, so starting with Norman. Currently, so 2 -1 is 1. Modified as a -2. Perfect. All right, so Norman's safe. Then going after Crystale. Miss. A total miss. Okay, good deal. All right, here I am. Here you are. Norman, what are you doing? So Norman needs to move and then push somebody 2 spaces away. I'm trying to utilize the traps. So Norman really has 2 good options, I think. He could go 1, 2, 3 and push the archer 1, 2 into that trap. Oh, I forgot to grab a health. Let me get a health. There we go. Number 1. Okay. So we could do that, but it's not going to kill her. It's not going to kill anybody, but she'd still have 2 life left. Or what I think we probably should do is just stay here in order to hit this guy with our other attack that we're about to do. Or do we want to attack first? Maybe I do want to attack first. Well, no. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... I just want to get rid of that guy, is really what it comes down to. He's kind of a poop. No, let's hold on to the attack. Okay, so let's just start by moving. I'm not going to move anywhere, but we are going to push this guy 1, 2, and my best understanding is that shields do not block trap damage. So this guy sets off the trap, and that's going to give him 4 damage. So he's down to 1 health now. And that's just going to discard this card. And next up is that we need to do an attack of 3 with a pierce of 2. Pierce just ignores shields. Let's just pierce the Living Bones character that's right next to us, obviously, because he's standing there. And so our attack of 3 will be modified. Awesome, as a ×2. And this is the one that stays in the deck. That's not one of the blessing ones. Sweet. Okay, I think we just killed that guy, because he has a health of 5, and we pierced. So even if we hadn't been piercing, we would have gotten him. So this guy is dead. Oh, I forgot to seed everybody with their loot stuff. Setup takes so long. Anyway, I just keep forgetting things apparently. Okay, so a loot. And we'll put a loot over here just to remember. Okay, cool. So we're just going to regular discard that card, and then we need to shuffle this, because here we are at the end of the round. I'm just going to put it in the middle. And then do a little somethings like this. And we'll cut it. Nice. And this had both the miss and the ×2, so we've got to get this whole thing shuffled in. Yeah, something, sure. Cut it. There we go. Okay. And that's going to bring us on to round 2. And after a little bit of off-camera thinking, here's my plan for Norman. For Norman, I'm going to go ahead and use a shield bash, but not really to do anything other than to move, and for its really fast initiative. I want to see if I could beat the Living Bones character. Because my issue is I feel like every time I turn on Retaliate, which I want to do with this card, and we'll do a normal move, the Living Bones moves faster than we do, and the Retaliate just gets wasted. So I'm hoping that 15 is going to be fast enough to turn on my Retaliate. I'm going to let the Living Bones character just come harm himself, basically. And we'll just use that to move and call that good, I think. And sorry, I forgot to discard that from last round, but my plan for Crystale is I'm going to see... I haven't quite decided yet if I want to heal myself this turn. Probably I should be, but then I can't move and then attack. Or maybe I'll move and then attack at a range of 3. I haven't exactly decided. I know I probably should decide, but I am kind of nervous about all this damage. So I'm going to go for 7 with a tentative plan to do an attack. Well, I might move and then attack, or I might move. It's going to come down to whatever the other guys decide to do. So that's my tentative plan for now. I want to say that we're tentative again because it makes me sound smart. Tentatively. So the Living Bones characters are... Oh, they're going very slow. Okay, good. I think that'll be fine. Moving and attacking, target one enemy with all of the attacks. But I think he's going to just kill himself off because he's going after Norman to retaliate. So that'll be good. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. And Archer. 29. Awesome. Okay, so 29 is moving, attacking, range, and immobilizing. Whoa, that card sucks. Let's see how much damage we can actually do. Looks like Crystale's starting us off. Unfortunately, we don't have any elements available and no elements on the way in anytime soon that I can see. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this one, not to heal myself just yet. I'm going to use this to move 2, and then I want to attack, but I want to attack with advantage using my goggles. Yeah, let's attack using the goggles. So I'm going to turn that sideways there or there. I don't know. Sure, we're going to do that there. And the reason why I'm adding advantage is because I really just want to get rid of her before she can hit back. So I'm going to move 2, which does put me kind of in some danger. We're risking it, of course. And then that way we're within range of 2. And going to attack with 3. Yeah, so we moved 2. We're attacking with 3 with advantage. So that means that we draw 2 cards and we're going to take the better one. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. So we're just going to do 3 damage to the Archer. Where is that? Oh, there's 3. Okay. Next up is Norman. Norman's going to use this card to just move 2. And then he's just going to set up Retaliate. I'll put this right here because it goes further around. And if somebody hits him, he is going to gain some experience. And so Norman's going to go 1, 2. Ideally, the Archer would target him. But since we're both at equal range, kind of the unfortunate thing is that Crystale had earlier initiative. So it's actually the Archer's going to go after Crystale instead of going after Norman. But hopefully we can survive that attack. That would be really great if we did. But yeah, that's Norman's turn. It's the end of it. And so next up is the Archer. So the Archer is going to move +0. I don't think the Archer is going to move at all because she's within range of both of these guys. And she's going to attack -1 with a range +1, but she is going to add Immobilize. So Crystale, I think, is going to get stuck. Excuse me. Okay, so the attack is 2 -1, so just attack of 1, modified, of course, with a +2. So an attack of, what did I say? 2 -1 is 1, +2 is 3. Oh, crap. And Immobilize. So Crystale is going to take on that Immobilize, and I knew I should have healed myself, but, you know, what are you going to do? We can't take an attack of 3 or else we die. So what we need to do instead is we need to lose one of these cards. Obviously, we cannot lose that one by any way, shape, or form. Gosh, I don't want to lose any. I have no idea what's coming in the next rooms. This card looks so much fun. And I know that whatever I lose, I'm going to be getting back when we play this card. It's just what do I not want to do twice is kind of the question. I'm going to go for... Crap. I'm going to go for this Icy Blast. I don't know what's in the other rooms. I have no clue what the chances that these are going to all be together. Okay, so I'm going to put that in the lost pile for now. We're going to hold on to these. Yeah, okay, so that avoided taking the damage. And that's going to bring us to the Elite Archer. What? Not... Okay, so that's going to bring us to the Living Bones, who is just going to stay right there and target Norman. Attack with a +0. And then Norman's also going to be retaliating. So his attack is going to be 2, and we're going to target, assuming he survives, which he will not, he would attack Norman with all 3, like he would attack Norman 3 different times, but Norman's going to kill him right now. So either way, let's see how much damage Norman is going to take with this attack. So Living Bones attacks Norman with 3 modified, add down to 2. So Norman will take those 2 damages. That's fine. But he's going to retaliate, which will gain him an experience. Oops. That way. And since Norman is doing a retaliate 2 and the Living Bones only has a health of 1, that is going to remove him from the board. There we go. Drop his loot. I will not be shuffling this in case these guys come back, but I am going to go ahead and remove that from the screen just so I can feel better about myself. And also so I can feel better about myself, we are going to even this out. And yes, I realize I'll be adjusting very soon as we open the new door, but hey look, that helps balance the screen out just a little bit. And then to end the round, we need to shuffle up this deck over here. Oops. And there you go. All right, round 3. Okay, so in this round, let's have Norman. I've gone ahead and picked my 2 cards, and I forgot to put this one away at the end of the round. So we're done with that retaliate, and it just comes back into our discard pile. But what I'm planning for him is to do a ranged attack against the archer that's remaining, and I want to add 1 to his attack for this round. I know it's only 1 attack, but of the cards that I have left, I think that'll be pretty sound. It would be awesome if we could kill the archer before she takes a turn, so we'll go as early as we can go. Yeah, so let's try that. And Crystale is immobilized this time, and it's kind of tricky because looking at her cards, all of her bottom actions are move actions, so no matter what, we're going to not be doing something. And then up here, these are only powerful attacks if we're going to use the ranged ability, which we would need to attack the archer. And so only we could do our, power of 2 melee attacks, but she's not by the archer. So I honestly don't see any advantage to playing any of these cards right now. I don't think Norman's going to get the door open, so having ranged ready to go is just not helpful. I think for this round, why don't we just go ahead and have Crystale rest up, because she can't move anyway. And that'll bring us to finding out what the archer's doing. This turn, the archer is... Okay, well, sorry, 56. I'm doing an attack -1, but targeting 2 people. Okay, I hope we can get her before she gets us. Okay, so Norman's going first. He is going to do an attack of 3 at a range of 3. He is within range. He's going to gain an experience. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add 1 to all of his attacks this round, which is just the 1 attack. But yep, we'll go ahead and modify that. So right now he's attacking with a power of 4 with a +1, and that is enough to get the archer. So the archer is going to die. I'll clean this up later. Okay, so there you go. We dropped the loot. Archer's dead. So not taking their turn. And Crystale really can't do much. She just needs to pick which card she's going to lose. Only 3 choices here. So I think what we'll do is we probably want to hold on to heal because we need to heal ourselves. We could do this one that prevents damage. We'll lose it now and plan on getting it later. So we're going to get those back and heal ourselves 2. 1, 2. So we're up to 5. Again, our full health is 7 right now because we're at level 2. And yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah. Oh, and we lose our immobilize. Oh, and also we get our eagle eye goggles back. Eagle eye goggles. That's kind of a fun thing to say. And we can go ahead and discard this card. And that brings us to round 4. So Norman is going to open the door. It would be 3 spaces to open the door. It would be cool if he could get farther and possibly attack somebody who might be there. But I'm not exactly sure how to make that happen. we know he is resting this turn, so we could move as far as possible. So like we could move 4, use our boots, and pull out an attack. And again, we don't know what's in the other side of the door. I don't know if I'm even going to reach it, but at least we're saving these for next round where we will have better information. So let me go ahead and put the boots up here just to remind myself that that's kind of the plan. And we'll plan on going 40, move, attack. My tentative plan is to have Crystale go land on that loot from the archer, because we haven't picked up any loot yet. So probably to use this move 4 and jump. No, probably don't want to use the jump part, right? Yeah, no, yes. Sure, why not? Okay, so my plan is to have her move 4. That's just the one that can move her the most right now. And then to maybe arm this attack. Sorry, that is so glary. Arm this attack just in case there are people at the door. It only takes 2 to get to the loot, but depending on what happens when Norman opens the door, I want to have options available. So let's just set that up, and we'll put her going at a speed of 69, and yeah, let's try that. So Norman is going to start us off. He's going to move 4 plus 2, so he's going to move a total of 6, which will bring him 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the app and see what's in that room. Okay, so opening up that door, it looks like, whoa, oh, there could, that looks a little overwhelming. There could be a lot of stuff there, but there's not as much as it looks like. It looks like there's going to be 2 regular cultists and 2 regular archers. And, oh, that's not a treasure chest that I add. That's just printed on the picture. So that one doesn't worry, or doesn't matter so much. Okay, oh, and it looks like that one door gets a 1 on it. Okay, so here we are set up, and Norman still has 3 more movement. I actually kind of think it would be fun to put Norman right here in the middle, to go 4, 5, 6, and then we could attack any one of those. My hesitation about that is I would really like Crystale, who has an initiative of 69 right now, to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to stand where Norman is standing, and she can target up to 3 targets 3 spaces away. But if Norman stands here, and then the archers have a faster initiative, so if they go before Crystale, they're going to back up, which I don't want them to do, because I want Crystale to be able to hit them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I still kind of want Norman to go right here. I think I'm going to do that, because if I can get Norman to go 4, 5, 6 and take out the farthest archer, that would be good. So yeah, I'm going to have Norman move there. And also really quickly, I'm just remembering, I probably want to heal since I'm putting myself in the middle of 3 different people. So I'm going to go ahead and use my healing potion to heal 3. We're just getting a little close there. And I guess before I make a final decision, I don't know why I'm speculating. Hold on, let me come back here. Let's actually reveal what these guys are going to be doing. So the cultists are moving 39, and so they're going to go, well, let's see, Norman's initiative was 40, 39, but we opened the door, so we got to take care of that. And then the archers are going to go really fast. So Norman's going to go, then the archers, then the cultists. So how do I act in a way that's going to keep the archers close? I don't know that I can. I guess one way that I could is to just kill this, but then, so if I go 1, 2, but then the archer's not going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's going to be outside of the range for Crystale. Oh, that's a tough choice. Well, here, let's just stick with it. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to attack that archer. So our base attack is 6, modified with a +2. Awesome. Okay, so we got that farther archer. That's good. I forgot to add loot everywhere, but this is archer number 3. So archer 3 is gone and drops a loot. And gone. And then loot over here. Loot. Loot. Okay, just so I'm ready. And that was the end of Norman's turn. But we can just go ahead and do a quick cleanup. So the boots. I'm going to keep the boots over here near the resting instead of like turning it awkwardly down there, just so that after I rest I can remember to bring them back. But yep, we got to just go ahead and discard these ones for now. And so the archer's going to go next, and Okay, hopefully I'm getting this right. The archer, if she just attacked Norman like this, would have disadvantage. And so they're going to move just to stay within range, but to not have disadvantage. So my understanding is that the archer would just move one away. Obviously, in my brain, I would love to bring her over here, but I don't think that that is away that way. So she's just going to come back one so that she's within range. And not at a disadvantage. So I think she's just going to move back one to shoot at Norman. Okay. And then her attack is going to be 2 minus 1. So just an attack of 1 modified with a +1. So Norman's taken 2 damage. And then the cultist is going to target Norman. He is going to do an attack +0 and then heal himself. He's already at full health. So his attack +0, regular cultist, well, that's easy. He's just an attack of 1, modified with a +0. So 1 more damage. I'm glad we healed ourselves. We would have been in a much worse situation. And I think Crystale is going to kind of execute her plan. It's tough to know if I should really lose this card for this one attack. But where I need to be picking up all my lost cards again very soon, I think this will be fine. So we're going to move 4, and then we're going to do this big attack. And yes, of course, I would love to stop and pick up the loot, but instead we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, sad that this archer is just out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can only do a range of 3. But let's shoot at that cultist and see how much damage we can do to him. And we're targeting one person, so let's add that experience. Oh, and we're also going to raise the fire element, which we probably won't use, but we're raising it. And then, yeah, so we've done that, and we're attacking him with 3 modified as a 4. So this cultist is down to a 3 right there. And let's raise the fire element just long enough to have it come back down to waning, and we are on round 5. Norman only has 2 cards left. I'm not 100% sure how I want to use them. Oh, and I guess I could have finished the cultist's turn last round. I don't know why I neglected to do that. It's not going to do anything very exciting, so I'll hurry and finish that. But essentially, Norman is going to be doing these 2 moves here. So 35 is his initiative, and I really don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe move and maybe spear. I don't know. And again, I apologize. I don't know why I neglected this fool. He's been neglected his whole life. And what was he doing? He was doing a move, -1, attack 0. Oh yeah, so he's just going to move up like that. Oh, okay. Actually, that might change my thoughts for what Norman's doing. Not that it matters right this second, but maybe we'll do a normal move and then hit the 2 adjacent if we can do it quickly enough. And for Crystale, I think what I want to do is, we happen to have the fire element up, which... Okay, and so we could maybe add a wound to the cultist. That would be cool if we don't kill him. And then I want to do this attack, and we'll just plan a basic move. I was thinking about a heal, but I don't think we can get close enough to Norman without moving to do that. So we're going to go a little slower than I would have liked, probably. But we'll go at an initiative of 36, and we'll plan that. Well, unless... do I want to move? Maybe I wouldn't use this to heal. I could just do this to move faster. Or like to move 2 spots into place. But I don't know. I want to save that heal for if I can get close to Norman, just because he's getting a little bit weak and everybody's targeting right now. Well, with everybody targeting him, maybe we want to take him out. Okay, I'm going to swap this card just to have a better initiative. Hopefully we could take out one of the cultists so they're not attacking Norman so much, and we'll just plan on a regular move with that one. Okay, so the cultists are initiative 63, and they're going to summon some living bones, but then they're going to harm themselves. I hate the living bones. I hope we can take care of them both before that happens. That would be sweet if we could. No, I don't think it's going to happen, but we're going to try. And the archers, 44. Okay, I think our plan could work out somewhat. So we're going to have Crystale go first. So she's attacking the cultist closest to her, a range of 2 and an attack of 3, and we will lower the fire to add a wound just in case we can't kill him now. So shooting at him, we're going to modify that attack of 3 with... Nice. Okay, well we did kill him, so I don't even need to worry about the wound thing, but we, drop the fire anyway. And a user, I can't remember who it was, I think James somebody, in my last gameplay video pointed out that when you, I didn't even realize this, I assumed that when you used an element, you just moved it down 1 space. So I went back and reread the rules, and yeah, whenever you use an element, you move it all the way down. I don't think that has affected gameplay that I can think of in any of my past sessions, but yeah, so like even if this had been strong, once we use the fire, we move it all the way down. So just wanted to say that for clarity and for, once again, admitting I'm wrong in lots of times. And so that hit just killed cultist number 4, so we're going to take him off the board and drop a loot. And then I think with Crystale's 2 movement that we had planned, let's put her right here next to Norman. I wish I still had that heal ready, but we don't. But hey, look, we got a loot anyway. Okay, there's that, and then we just go ahead and regular discard those cards. So we actually have 2 good options we have 2 good options. So notice we have Pierce and we have this Leaping Cleave right here. We could stick with the original plan and just move here and Leaping Cleave these 2, or we could go 1, 2, 3 and Pierce down that way. I think both options are good, but I think that if I come and Pierce this way, then the archer's not going to move. If I come stand here, then the archer's going to move backwards away from Crystale. So I think I am going to go 1, 2, 3 and pierce down that way. And the reason why I say it doesn't totally matter is because they're both attacks of 3 on those red spaces. So instead I'm just kind of changing my plan like that. We don't have a wind element to add pierce, and I don't need pierce because there's no shields, but it would have been cool to add a +1 attack. Unfortunately, didn't plan for that very well. So we're just going to stick with it like this. And then I think what I want to do is use my poison dagger on the cultist. So during my melee attack, we're going to add poison to a single attack. So let's go for the... I think this is right. I think this is valid. This is a melee attack. To one of these 2 attacks that's happening, we're going to go ahead and add poison, and we're hitting the, well, give me a second. I just wonder if I wonder if both of these, like this is a single attack. Give me a second. Okay, just did a quick search, and I'm not 100% convinced this is the right answer, but even though this looks like 1 attack with the skewer, I think it just is counting like each attack modifier is an individual attack. So I'm just going to poison the front of the skewer, and that's just going to go into the cultist. How about that? That's what we're going to call it. So yeah, so we're going to do an attack of 3. Let's start off with the cultist, and we're going to use the poison for the cultist. And so that attack of 3 modified is a +1. That's great. A 4, and then we're going to add a poison to him. So I'm going to go ahead and add the poison right here, and he is taking 4 damage. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to kill him. Wait, what am I doing? So he's down to a 3, and he's going to hurt himself some more. He is still going to raise a living bones. Boo. But it's something. And now we're going to go ahead and attack the archer. Great. 4 damage on her. Again, not enough to kill her, but here we go. Down to 2, like that. And so who's up next? Archer's next. So Norman is the closest within range, so she's attacking him. She doesn't need to move. She's going to have her regular attack +1. Ooh, that sucks. So she's attacking him with 3. Wow, he's not ready for that. Okay, so 3 plus 0. Norman has to take that damage. He doesn't have any cards to lose. This is getting a little too close for comfort. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's down to 1. And we're going to cross our fingers that we don't have to lose 2 from our discard pile. Well, the cultist isn't attacking. Okay, we're okay. This is risky down here. Alright, so for the cultist turn, they're going to be summoning normal living bones and then suffering 2 damage. Let me suffer 2 damage before I forget. And then, oh, still alive. But the living bones character, let's bring him. So it has to be next to the summoning character and as close to a other character as possible. So I think we're going to go right here. I've got him kind of set up right here. So again, we're going to have our 2 targeting and health of 5. What is that? Oh, that's number 8. Okay. And that's going to have 1 shield, just for my remembering. And that Living Bones character is not going to be activated on this turn because being summoned is his action. So we're going to call that good. And for Crystale, we're going to go ahead and shuffle hers. She probably should have made a move to heal Norman. It's hard to know. Choices are hard. I didn't know that the archer's attack was going to be that powerful either. Oh, crap. Put that... Oh, my heck. Okay. Sure. There we go. Here's where at the end of the round we have a tough choice. Are we going to short rest or long rest Norman? First of all, I forgot to put these away, so we're going to do that. Next, this is why this is tough. Norman only has 1 health. He is so close to being gone. But what that means is he can't take any damage, and he is surrounded by 3 people ready. They're all going to be attacking him this next turn, I assume. He has no way to fight back, because if we long rest, we don't have anything in our hand, and no plan to attack back this turn. But if we long rest, we're going to be able to heal, so we can be up to 3. But if we short rest, well, hold on. If I long rest, no cards in my hand, and the 3 guys are going to be attacking, and since I have to lose cards, I have nothing in my hand, I'm going to be losing 2 cards each from my discard pile for all of the attacks that I'm going to try to prevent. That means if we assume all 3 people are going to be attacking Norman, he is going to lose a total of 6 cards, and then rest and lose another card. So it's terrible. If we short rest, we're going to randomly lose one of the cards now. We will have cards that we could use to fight back and hopefully kill some people and prevent some of the damage. And we could say, we're going to randomly lose 1 and then a maximum of 3 more. So that's a total of 4 instead of 7. So I really don't think that we have a choice. I think we have to short rest here at the end of the round. So I'm going to just shuffle these up because when you short rest, you're going to randomly lose 1 of your discarded cards and then recover the rest. So I don't know what we're going to lose. There is an option if you don't want to lose the one we're about to lose to get it back, but it involves, I can't remember what it is, but it's not good. I'd have to look it up. So here we go. I'm going to randomly be losing this one. Okay, of all the cards, this one's not terrible. So we're going to lose that one. These are in our hand, and we're going to be ready to go for next round. And I got to go quickly and hopefully just take out whoever's left over. And also before the end of the round, we've got to reshuffle the Cultist's deck. Something like that. Here, let's just cut it in half. New round. Alright, so for Norman, and I wanted to also point out, I forgot to mention this before, by not long resting, we don't have access to these things still, because these are only recovered after a long rest. So it kind of sucks. But either way, I've gone ahead and done some thinking. Again, I just think it's going to be the best thing at the end. Alright, so for our cards, we are going to play these ones. I'm going to play this to heal and also for its fast initiative. And then we're going to play Pierce. I was really debating between Pierce and this other card. This card would let me go after the Cultist and the Living Bones character, but doesn't have Pierce, and I don't know how well it would do against Living Bones. I'd love to use Retaliate against the Living Bones, but I need to heal. And also this wouldn't affect the Archer, sorry, Glares. But with this, I should be able to take out both the Cultist and the Archer. So I'm going to take out 2 people, leaving only the Living Bones attacking me. So hopefully I might not even need to block anything. I don't know. We're going to find out. So yeah, those are the 2 cards that Norman's playing. He's going for initiative of 18. Hopefully that'll be fast enough. And just cross our fingers that these other guys are moving slower. So here we go. The Cultists are 27. Slow enough. I think we could take him out. The Archer, 31. Okay, good, good. I think we've got that. And then the Living Bones, what's he doing? 81. An attack +2. Okay. How's this going to play out? Norman's starting off. He's healing, which is so needed. So here we go. 1, 2, there we go. Up to 3. And we'll move the leaf up here. Yeah, we'll move the leaf up, and then we're going to go attack with our Pierce. So let's just go in order. We're going to go, yeah, let's start with the cultist, and then we're going to go for the archer. The wound just means that he's going to take +1 damage for whatever we draw. So an attack of 3 modified, oops, will be 0 plus another 1. Either way, yeah, that cultist is gone. So let's bring him off, drop a loot. And for the archer, attack of 3, which should be enough. Let's hope that this isn't worse. +0, perfect. And that's going to bring the archer off. And here, drop the loot. I got to pick some of this loot up. I know I need to. Is picking up loot easier in a multiplayer game, I wonder? I mean, I guess I am playing a multiplayer game. I just feel like there's a time limit and I don't have time to pick that up, so that's always where my mind is. But either way, that's going to end Norman's turn. So we'll just get that regular discarded and then face the consequence of whatever the Living Bones is about to do. So we skip these turns because they're dead. And Living Bones. So Living Bones is just doing an attack +2. So his base, oh, not that one. His basic attack is 2, +2 is 4. Oh, that sucks. Modified is not going to be good. 5. Okay, let's go ahead and lose. Let's lose this one. I halfway want to lose this one, but I don't want to lose the Pierce while the Living Bones is hanging out there. Oh, definitely not losing that. I'd like to have that range around. I'd like to definitely have that bottom attack. The attack of 4 is pretty great, but it's a losing card just for 4 and stun and 2 experience. Ooh. Do you know what? Maybe I want to lose this one. I don't know that I care that much about losing stun versus having 4 and 6. Okay. I'm going to lose this one because at least this is attacking 2 different people. This one has Pierce. Okay, yeah, let's lose that one. All right, okay, good. There, done. All right, let's bring this down and we go to round 8. Okay, so Norman this turn, here's the plan, yo. I want to do an attack of 3 with a Pierce. That will be pretty good hit on that Living Bones character, I hope. And then my plan is to just, I don't know which room I need to open first. The big one or the small one? But Norman is so close to the big room. Here, why are you looking at the cards while I explain this? Let's go over there. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so big room is, big room. But that could mean tons of bad guys. Or we have small room, which is, small room. So fewer bad guys, and also this will drive the story. So maybe we'll get an idea of what's going on. So I kind of would like to get... I think we want to open up this door. It might just depend on how things play out. But, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so ultimately, if I can, I want to get that big door open, or the small door. So, since that's probably going to be a Crystale thing, maybe while we're standing here, stuck with the Living Bones, let's do this attack of 2, and cross our fingers that between these, we draw modifiers that are helpful enough to be positive and good and helpful and wise and amazing and super great. So, for Crystale's first turn after her rest, okay. I'd really like her to take a shot at the Living Bones character who's 3 spaces away, just to really help out. I just don't want to lose this card when we go open the door. I'm nervous about doing that. So maybe I hold on to this as a losing card in case damage comes our way. So we just hold on to this. We plan on shooting and moving. And I think, let me get the math right. She's going to have to long rest again next turn. If we long rest again, we lose this card, and on our next turn we play both of these. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. And while she's long resting, I'll use her invisibility because she will have just opened the door. So it will kind of give us a leg up. I mean, my other option, I guess, is... Well, I can't do any attack. My other option is to ignore the living bones, recover my cards, and to just go open the door. But if I can eke out one more round, I think that would be a good thing to do. So let's plan on these. An initiative of 7. Yeah, just to figure out what the heck is going on. And then we're moving and attacking. Okay, so living bones, what's their initiative going to be? 64. All right, so we're both going to go first. I think between everything we've got planned out, we can take him out first. And Crystale's going first, so she is 1, 2, 3, within 3 spaces away. I don't think her attack will do much, but maybe it'll do something. So, here we go. An attack of 2 modified has a +0, and he's blocking one of them, so he takes 1 hit. That's down to a 4. And then with her other move, she's going to be going 1, 2, 3 to open that door. Here we go. Let's just flip that open, make it official. And it's time to go to the app. Okay, so here we are. What happens when you open door number 1? You bash in the door. Well, Crystale probably gently opened it, thinking you are prepared for anything. Before you, however, stands a creature of pure elemental energy, enraged and demonic. It takes you a second to collect yourself. As if animating the dead wasn't enough for these lunatics. Oh crap, what do we got? Okay, well, we got a trap, which is super great. And then a treasure chest, and it looks like we have some kind of a fire demon. Well, not a fire demon. He's an earth demon, and he's pretty pissed off I called him a fire demon. So he's an elite guy, and he's right here. I've done my best to center him so that we can make sure that we can see him. But here he is in all of his glory. And here's a great trap right here. So this guy has 18 health. He can move. He moves slowly. He's going to move 2 paces at a time. He's going to attack with the force. So if I could somehow find a way to get him on here, it might be good for Norman to come around and see if we could push him. That would be awesome to set off that trap. So there's that. And his initiative is going to be 79 for when he goes. I'm doing my best to make this fit nicely. Well, I'll work on it. So that took care of our attack with the living bones. We have gone ahead and moved, and I think it is time for her to pull out her cloak of invisibility as she is standing there in front of the demon, and we know that she's going to have to do a little bit of resting. So let's do that. Let me just, here, I'll just throw that off screen and grab an invisibility token right there. She's invisible, but I am going to have her finish up her movement if possible. So the question is, for her 4th move, does she come up here or does she back up 1? I think she backs up 1 because I don't, if by chance Norman can make his way over here, I don't want her, well, she wouldn't block his way either. Well, but I don't see any reason. Oh, duh, I forgot to put the treasure chest in there. Let me get that. That's going to go right here. So maybe that changes my mind. So we could have Crystale kind of hang out in here while this guy comes out, and she could sneak over and go open the treasure chest. We'll try that. Next up is Norman, and we're just going for the living bones. So let me start off with this one, because if I can by chance, if with a small chance that I can kill him, then I could use this to move instead of attacking. So let's go for an attack of 3 against the living bones. We're piercing through his armor, so that's awesome. He has 4 health left, so if I can get a +1, I've got him. So, dang it. Okay, so +0. While we're at it, let's just do our attack of 2. He's blocking 1. Well, no, I can't try. I'm not that smart. So he's down to 1 and still has 1 shield. And now we're doing an attack of 2, modified. Come on, I need a +1. Yes, we got it. Okay. Oh, I just apparently am pissed off, so I threw it on the ground. Hold on. Okay, +1. There we go. We got him. And because he was a summoned character, he does not drop loot, but we do just go ahead and get him off of the board. See ya. And we're just going to regular discard these cards here. And to nobody's surprise, I have cleaned up a little bit, and this guy is going to go. So he is going to move +1, so he's going to be moving 3. She's invisible, though, so 1, 2... Oh, does he just walk onto the trap? Because technically he's targeting Norman, because she can't be targeted, and he can't walk through her. I think he might go onto the trap. One moment, please. I need to go look at that. Well, you can call me out if you think I'm wrong, but as far as I can tell, he is targeting Norman. So he's coming out. She's invisible. But he can't move through her. And especially because this is his last movement, he doesn't have flying or anything. I think he goes onto the trap and is going to take 4 damage. So here, I'll try to keep the cube on the space where he is. Maybe that would be a good way to handle that. So I really think he just took 4 damage, and I could be wrong, but by the time you comment, things are already done. So there's that. He can't attack Crystale, she's invisible, and he is, again, targeting Norman, like I have said a few times already. I think that's it. Okay, that's the end of the Earth Demon's turn, which brings us to the next round. Okay, so there we go. Bring that down 1, and round 9, I feel like I got off on my round somewhere, but it doesn't even matter in this scenario, so whatever. So for Norman's turn, he is 6 spaces away from the door. It sucks I don't have my boots because I didn't long rest earlier. It really does. Because if I did have those long boots, I could have moved 4 +2 to be 6 and then attacked with 6 using this card. It's just not, that's not how things worked out. So I really think Crystale's going to be mad. I think I'm just going to pick 2 cards. I'm going to pick these 2 cards. And I'm really just going to move 2 this turn. I could even go slowly. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go move 2. And the reason I'm moving 2 is to pick up some loot. Crystale, in the meantime, only has 1 card in her hand. She has to long rest. This will be her last long rest before she recovers all of her cards. So she's staying invisible for this entire round. Should be long enough for the Earth monster to get out of that room so she can just run in and check the treasure chest while Norman's going after the guy. So that's going to bring us to the Earth Demon. I'm hoping and thinking just by the look of him, he's just a slow mover. Oh, whoa. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so he's going to move +0. He's going to attack -1. I don't think he's going to be around anybody to attack, and Crystale's going to be invisible this whole time. Then he's going to spend an element, which doesn't exist, to bring up the leaf element. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what he's up to, but sounds kind of cool. Either way, Norman's going first, even though I tried to make him go slowly. And he's literally doing nothing except for moving 2 to pick up a loot. I think, you know what? Here's what's going on. So while Norman was finishing his battle with the living bones, he noticed that Crystale walked into the room. But she's invisible, so she's staying very quiet, and so I think he's kind of assuming she's fine. Norman, in like Jurassic Park mode, can hear this guy just thumping down the hall, but has no idea what's going on still. And so he's like, well, I guess she's in there and not screaming, so that's positive. And she's trying to stay extra quiet against the wall while he's coming through. And Norman's just like, do over here, and he's like, ooh, shiny. Picks this up and has a new loot. And then this guy comes around the corner with a move of 2. 1, 2. Right there. Again, trying to keep that cube on the space where he is. And Norman's like, oh, well, I hope Crystale's okay. This guy is still not within range to attack. It would be 1, 2 like that, or maybe 1, 1, 2. Norman's just out of range of that business. And Crystale has been holding her breath until the thing passed, which he did. So we're going to go ahead and lose this card. And we've got our hand of cards. Next turn, we have to play this. She can't take any more damage. So she's going to move probably to the treasure chest and pick up all of her lost cards. That's going to be her next movement. And now that we have ended her movement, she is now visible. Which brings us to the next round, round 10. So I know that Norman has got to rest soon. I get it, for sure. But he also needs to do some damage. So I want him to rest to get these things. It would be great to poison this guy if I could poison him. So my question is, do I rest now before the guy gets to me? I might need to do that. Hold on to these. I don't want to lose either one of these, but if I have to, I could lose this one. Yeah. I think that would be good. That way we can heal. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Because the only other thing we could do is walk over to him and try to do 3 damage, which is not much. I could do a lot more if I'll just rest. So Norman looks up, sees the thing, and he's like, give me a minute. I need to prepare for this battle. So that's what he's doing. Crystale, in the meantime, is closer to the guy. For now, maybe we want to keep it that way. Well, either way, I guess we don't have tons of choice. Well, do we want to go fast? Let's go slower. All right, so we're going to be recovering all of our cards, and we're going to move forward, hopefully to get to the chest. Fire Demon. Or what? Earth Demon. He is an Earth Demon. It just looks kind of fiery. 40. All right, he is going first, and all he is doing, boo, is healing himself, and then he is not using the leaf element. I think I did this right. There was no other element for him to exhaust to use this leaf element, so that's not up, and so he can't immobilize people. So I think we're okay, but he is going to go first, and he's just going to heal. He's going to heal up to 17. Lame. Kind of annoyed about that. But what am I complaining about? That was the best case scenario while Norman's resting and Crystale's going to the treasure chest. So Crystale goes ahead and recovers, and then this is lost. So this is going to come over here. We get all of these back into our hand. Good deal. Here, I'll flip it upside down. And then she's going to go ahead, making a freaking mess. She's going to go ahead and move 4. So let's go 1, 2, and I think we just stop there so that we can loot that treasure chest, which means we're into the app. Okay, I mean, this whole video is a spoiler alert, but spoiler alert, we're going to see what's in treasure 46. So click on that. 46. Oh, poo. Did we just take 3 wounds and a poison? What the freak just happened? I don't like that. So, that treasure chest just exploded, which I didn't even know was a possibility. So she's down to 4, and she's poisoned. So that poison will do extra damage until she heals, but rather than healing, she's just going to remove the damage. So I got to keep that in mind. Alright, crap. I did not like that. That was not good. Norman is slightly concerned, so he perks up from his rest, and he's like, oh, I should probably do something. And so he's going to take those, and then we need to go ahead and pick one of these to lose permanently. I got to hold on to that heal because I'm still not in great shape. Give me a second. Let me do some thinking. Okay, I'm back. I'm having a really hard time deciding what exactly I should be losing. But I think I'm going to lose this one. I just don't know if I'm going to use that trample, and I don't see any living bones now, so maybe I don't care about that pierce. And I just feel like these other cards that I have do more than just a plain 3 damage with a pierce that may or may not matter. So I might regret it, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that, and then we heal 2. 1, 2. And we've got those back, and Norman is finally rested. We're ready to go battle the dude. But he's going to shuffle his deck back together before the end of this round. We're here at the end of the round. Ooh, flip back over. Okay, Earth Demon. I'm not a fan so far. And what is waiting in that other room? It is quite possibly round 11. Alright, for Norman's turn. So I know I could do a pretty big hit if I could run with my boots. But what I think I want to do is, while I'm at a distance, let's keep that distance, and I could do an attack of 3 to range of 3, and heal 2. I got to keep healing. This guy's about to come do some heavy pounding of my face, I believe. So let's start there. Again, I realize I could retaliate, but I'd rather use this for healing right now. Crystale, on the other hand, is going to do this. We're going to load this thing up so she can't take damage, and she's going to hopefully run in there and do some more. Yeah, especially with this condition on here, I'm nervous. But we're also going to heal, and well, hold on, change of plans. I was thinking, why would I need to heal twice? Well, that's why I need to heal twice. I'm going to heal once in order to remove the token, and then heal again to bring me up to 7. I don't see any reason to run in just yet, not till I'm better prepared. So that's Crystale's kind of wimpy turn, but if we're going to have her stick around for a while, we've got to do that. And it'll be really fast. She's in at initiative 7. The other reason why I'm making this choice is I have to heal, and she's 4 away, so she really can't do much damage. Right now, he's going to go after Norman, in theory. And so all I could do is like kind of move, but I don't want to get too close, so that just kind of seems like a waste of a turn. So there's that. He, the Earth Demon, is... Alright, 62. He's moving, attacking, and bumping up the leaf, and now we have seen why he's doing that. It appears as though Norman is also bumping up the leaf, so we're going to heal 2. Okay, well, he still hasn't been at full health this entire time because we came into this scenario injured. And then we're going to do our attack of 3 at a range of 3, gain 1 experience. Let's go move up the leaf before I forget. Oops, and the sun apparently. And so, yep, just to confirm, 1, 2, 3 spaces away. Attack of 3 modified, +1. 4 isn't terrible. Kind of sad I still haven't seen those blessing cards yet. I really hope they show up during this scenario, otherwise I just lose them. So 4 is going to bring this guy down to 13. Like that. And Crystale is going to heal once to remove the poison from that stupid thing. And then she's going to heal again to bump her up to her full health 7. And now I can feel more confident running in and attacking this big, scary, mean guy. Oh, I should have done her turn first, but I did Norman's turn first. But it's all good. Okay, here we go. Our first major, scary attack. He's moving 2, 1, 2. That puts him right next to Norman. Hi, Norman. Hi, Earth Demon. And then he's attacking +0, so his attack is a 4. And +0, let's just, you know what, let's just keep it at +0. Would be great. Or +1. So 5 damage to Norman. And I think Norman's just going to take that. I'm not feeling like he can afford to lose a card right this second, but probably very soon. Okay, so at the end of that, we are on round 12. All right, so for Norman's turn, I've been standing here debating. Definitely want to do this one. The issue is I want to use my boots for sure. Heck, I'm going to even try to poison this guy, which is fine. But my issue is, do I use my move 4 and not lose it? Or do I use my move 6 and lose it? I would love to have the possibility of doing 8 damage to this guy. But my concern is, I don't know what's in that other room, so I don't know how long I need to stick around. And I've already lost more than I'm comfortable losing this early, it feels, in the game. So I'm going to go with this move 4, and I'll be adding my boots to that, is the plan. And with 40, and again, my concern is I'm going to have to block a hit from this guy, probably. 40 is the fastest I can go. I think that's what I got to do. And then let me just add the boots up here. We're adding the boots, if you're concerned about that. And for Crystale, I've really put myself in a dumb position. I mean, kind of. She's just so far back there. And I keep avoiding running up because it's going to take so long, but I can't avoid it anymore. I've just got to get up there. So my plan is to just run, and then I'm going to do a basic attack card that I'll just end up discarding. Won't really be using it, I don't think. Well, 1, 2, 3. Well, no, I could do a basic attack. It just won't be that exciting. So we will be doing a minor attack. It just won't be that cool. I realize I need to probably turn this thing on. I'm gonna wait until I have it in my hand one more time, I think. What's the Earth Demon gonna do? I'm scared. Okay, he's doing an attack at a range of 4, and he is gonna spend the leaf that's available to target both of us, assuming Crystale moves into his path, which maybe she doesn't know. I have to move her. She's got to get in there. Okay, we're going to be brave. Or. Okay, this is even better. Crystale's going first. So she is going to move 3. We are going to do our attack of 2 at a range of 3, planning all that crap like normal. I could gain advantage, but I think I want to hold on to that. Well, but I am going to be long resting soon. I just think I want to have advantage for this stronger attack, probably. Maybe? No, now's the time, right? So she's going to come 1, 2, 3. That does put her within range. And the reason why I'm doing this is I don't want him to have access to the leaf element, so I'm going to use it. So let's exhaust this so that he can't use it. That's going to give us an attack of 3. And do I want to use my potion? It just seems like we want to do things now while we can. So let's use the potion and the goggles. So the potion is going to add another one in addition to this one here. So we're going to do 2, 3, 4 with the potion. No, I need to hold on. No, I'm going to hold on to the potion until I'm attacking more people than just the one. Okay, fine. I'll hold on to it. But let's do gain advantage. So I'm going to just put this up here because I'm using it. Again, instead of just turning it. We're going to gain advantage. So I'm going to draw 2. We're doing 3 damage to this guy, modified. Oh, sweet. Let's keep the better one. Not doing the miss. All right, we are going to do 4 damage to him. I am so glad we used them goggles. All right, what are we doing? 4 damage. So this guy is down to 9. Halfway there. Not too bad. And then Norman is going to move 4, 5, 6. And then that's going to let him do an attack of 6. Let's gain the experience before I forget. And let's move him before I draw my attack modifier. And he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And stand right over here. And maybe Crystale can help heal Norman soon enough. So 6 modified. It would be really nice to get one of those blessings right now. So here we go. Modified. Crap. 5. I mean, 5 damage is still good. I just wanted that times 2. Oh, do you know what? I had mentioned this before. I really was going to use the dagger. So we're using the dagger because I know that I'm going to be resting up soon anyway. So might as well use those. Let's get this guy poisoned. So I'm going to add a poison onto him like that. That looks funny. And then bring him down to a 4. All right. But then the Earth Demon goes. He is attacking Norman. With a range of 4, but he is at a disadvantage. That's helpful. And the reason why he's at a disadvantage is he's doing a ranged attack. He doesn't have a leaf to use. That's good. But he is doing a ranged attack, and he's right next to me. So we're going to draw 2 and pick the worst one. That is so good. Okay, a total miss for the Earth Demon. I like it. He had a rough round this go-around. And then we need to do some shuffling. So this one is going to get shuffled. Let's keep that miss on the top. How about that? Everybody, if we think it, it will happen. Or something, I think. I'm told. Shuffled. Crystale also needs to do her shuffle for the miss that she drew and avoided because of the advantage. Man, I really like advantage. I got to get advantage more often. Those goggles were probably the best thing I've bought so far. Yeah. Okay, we'll cut it once. Right there. Hope that was worthwhile. And we may or may not be all the way down to round 13. Let's have Norman do an attack of 3. We could go either way. I'm going to use this one, attack of 3, so that I can move 3 and get out of the way. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm just looking at the board. I wish I could land on... it'd be awesome if I could land on a loot, but I don't think that's happening. So we're going to do a piercing attack of 3. We'll go 35. Hopefully that's fast enough. And then we're going to move 3 to get out of the way. And that's going to bring us here. So she's basically just doing these two. Norman is within range to heal him, as long as he doesn't go too far. I got to keep that in mind as I move him. I'd love to heal him. Well, then we lose that card. I don't know if I'm really going to get the opportunity to use that Icy Blast anyway, so let's just plan on this. Got to heal Norman 6, because it's just obnoxious to have to keep fighting this fight. So we're going to go 36, heal him 6, and then, I don't know if we're going to be within range. Well, whatever, we'll see. I got to play this out. Okay, I'm going to put her initiative back at 36. Ooh. I'm having a hard time. Yeah, let's go to 36. And this guy is going to go with an initiative of 40. Okay. And he's healing himself, but he's not really healing himself. He is just going to be removing the poison. And there's no leaf element engaged in order for him to immobilize. So he's not even moving. Okay. Did I do the right thing then? Probably. I think I did. Norman's going first. We might be able to kill him. It depends on what I draw. So we're doing an attack of 3, gain an experience. An attack of 3, we're going to modify it, plus the guy has poison on him, so he's actually going to be getting an attack of 4, modified. Yes, yes, and okay, this is not one of the blessings that stays in our card. That's the yes, and it's a ×2. We kill the guy, also a yes. But the is kind of a waste on all of that damage, but whatever. We got him. He's dead. I forgot to put a loot there, but he's a goner. Hopefully he's the only one. Okay, so Norman now has a movement of 3 with jump. 1, 2, 3. I got to get close to this door. We're running low on time. So what? 1. Well, and I don't want him to go too far from Crystale because she's got to heal him. So do you know what? He wants that loot, but he wants to be healed even more. So Crystale is going to go ahead and heal the fella for 6, and we're not really using this card. I would love to move, but I can't because I'm healing. And I forgot to discard all of this stuff because he didn't move. So discard. I guess I could. Let's put up the wind element when I change the round marker. I'll do that. And what am I doing? Oh, I'm healing 6. Okay. So that puts him up to 8. Still not to full health. Of course not. But at least we're in a pretty good position to where we can go open the other door. Oh, I only have 1 card. Well, okay. So they're both resting this next round. So basically we're going to pointlessly raise this up to strong. And then on the next round, we're going to bring this down to waning. And then we're resting this round, and so it's going to go back. But let's go ahead and rest. And with no bad guys, let's just take care of these rests right now. So this is coming down. Which one are we going to lose? You don't need to see this on camera. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to hesitantly get rid of this heal 2 because I don't know that I'm going to retaliate. I don't know one way or the other. But everything else I kind of really want to keep. So lose that. Here we go. And then we heal up 2 for our resting stuff. Oh, and I should have done this at the end of the round, but I didn't. That's okay. We're totally refreshing, getting ready for that big room. This is going to work out. Somehow. Why am I making such a mess out of this? Okay. So that was Norman's rest and relaxation and flipping and all that stuff. Crystale also resting, so she's going to get this back. We still have our power potion, not poison. So that's good. She survived the blast. She'll tell Norman about it during this rest before they go open the door. So that's what they're doing. They're sitting on the rocks and they're like, oh, should we go open that other door? Probably, but I don't want to. Let's go. Oh, so much talking. Give me a second. I don't know what I'm losing. Okay, probably not a good choice, but here's what we're doing. We are going to get rid of this one. I know I should keep it to soak up damage. I don't know what's in that other room. It was between these two. I like that this does 3 damage, but only at a range of 2. I like that that does that. Do you know what? Change of heart. We're going to get rid of that one. But if I'm using this to defend, I can't be attacking. No. We've got to attack. We're getting so close to the end. We just got to go. We're going guns a-blasting. She's at full health. This is the time. This is the time to just go attack. And yes, I said guns a-blasting instead of guns a-blazing. And it makes no sense, but it's what I said. All right, so for Norman, I can't make it to the door. I'm 5 spaces away from the door. So I can't make it to the door unless I use the boots. But I try to not use the boots unless I'm going to go use the boots on, like, that cool attack card. But we're running out of time, so maybe... Oh, do I use the boots or not? I think I'll probably use the boots. And then do this ranged attack. So I'm headed in that direction. And Crystale is just being slow as can be, but she's going to do some healing while she's at it. So let's heal Norman all the way up to full health. We're going into that room, full health intact. So she's going to move 4 and heal 3 at an initiative of 70. Which means that Norman's going first with the boots. Let's get that door open. I just want to... Am I going to get too far? Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm not getting too far from Crystale, because I do want her healing. So he is currently planning on going here. Crystale's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she is, yeah, she'll be within 3. All right. So Norman is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We open the door. And he'll have 1 more movement, but let's go into the app. What terrible crap awaits. Okay, inside of that room is, whoa, what is that? Oh my gosh, what is happening? That looks like a windy spirit thingy. We got 2 of those wind things. We got some pillars and some traps and a cultist. All right, and a treasure chest and some loot. Let's go get set up. Okay, so we are going to be finishing Norman's turn, but before we do that, let's go ahead and see what these freaks are doing. So the Wind Demon is starting off with an initiative of 43. Norman was 27, Crystale was 90, and he's going to be pushing and then attacking, but nobody's next to it, thank goodness. All right, and then our cultist is... Ugh. I don't like these guys. So they're going to move and attack, and they're going to go right after Norman. And on his death, he's going to be exploding. So, all right, so Norman's finishing his turn. No more to move, if I remember correctly. Let me think. 1, 2, well, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, maybe I think I did have 1 more to move, but I'm not sure that I want to move anymore, knowing that the cultist is going to be moving. The cultist is going to be moving 1 space, and I think I'm not quite in the I'm not in the mood to move. So let's just stop right there, and that'll be good too to stay within Crystale's range so she can heal us. And then with our other attack, we're going to be attacking at a range of 3. So I'm within range to hit either of these guys. I think I want to go after the cultist. I want to make sure they can't summon any living bones. So pull these off. That there, that's there, that's there. Okay, so what are we doing? Range of 3, and an attack of 1, and we get an experience point. So we'll go ahead and do that. An attack of 3, that'd be awesome. Times 2, times 2, times 2. Minus 1, minus 1. Okay, so 2 to the cultist. That's not great, but we've had pretty good draws so far, so I won't complain too loudly. And then the cultist is going to go next, and then the Wind Demon, and then Crystale. So starting with the cultist, he's going to move -1, so he's going to come down this way. I'd love for Norman to get over here and just push him onto that trap. He's going to attack -1, but nobody's next to him, and on his death, bad stuff is going to happen. So for the Wind Demon, they're pushing, but nobody's next to them to push. And then they're attacking. There's no leaf element up, so we can't do a range. Well, let's be smart here. So the wind guy is right here, not pushing, is attacking, does have a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, does look like Norman is within range. And so his attack is going to be a 2, modified as, oh, even better, a 0. So Crystale is going to move 4 and then hopefully heal Norman 3 to get him up to full health. Yeah, so these are both just regular discardings, and that's a little messy. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3. Oh, she'd love to stand on that loot, but in order to reach Norman, she's got to go here to 4. Now Norman's within a range of 3, so he's going to heal 3. 3 would be above his pay grade, so we're just going up to 12, but at least we're in full health here in this new room. And I think that was the end of the round. I don't see anything that needs shuffling. So let's just bump it up here. We are on round 16. Oh, why? Whoa, I struggled with that more than I should have. Now, Norman has saved a lot of pretty great cards. Here's the plan. I want to kill the cultist. Again, I don't want living bones. I don't want anything summoned. Who knows what the wind people are going to be doing. And most of his great cards are here, and we're trying to get him exhausted. But for right now, my plan is I'd like to move 3 and push the cultist into the trap, and then let's spear him. This is the only thing I can really do at a distance, but I will be in position to pull that off. So let's hope that an initiative 35 is early enough and we can go ahead and do these things here. And Crystale is going to stop being silly. She's going to finally get in on the action. And I think we're just going to take this cultist out to start off. And so my plan is to have her go at an initiative 36. She'll move 3 and then the cultist should be within range. I guess it'll kind of depend on where he ends up. But fingers crossed we can stay at a distance for his explosion, if that happens. So the cultists are an initiative of 10. Kind of not great. I still think we can do what we want to do, actually. So it could be good, but they're going to go at initiative of 10. The Wind Demon, oh crap. An initiative of 2. This is going to change things up a little bit. Okay, so these guys are going first. So Wind Demon. Let's see if I can get this. So they are shielding themselves for 1. Let me grab a shield. Okay, hopefully I remember to look up here. So shielding themselves with an extra 1. Gosh, I hate those, but I have a plan for them. They're going to move -1, so they're just going to move. Whoa, they can move a lot. They'll just move to get within range. Their attack is a -1. And we don't have any elements. Okay, so let's go slowly. So demon number 1 is within range, so I don't think he's going to move because his range is pretty far. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So he's just attacking Norman with an attack of 2 -1. So just an attack of 1 modified. Gosh, dang. Well, Norman's at full health. So he'll just take that, and that's going to be 9. These guys are... When I opened the door, I got excited because it didn't look like there was that much, but these guys might be tough to beat. And then the other one, he needs to get within range, so his range is 3. So... let's see, from Norman, 1, 2, 3. So like here-ish, and with flying, they can go over things. So I think he's going to come right here, I think. And that way he is 1, 2, 3, 3 away from Norman. Same thing, an attack of 2 -1 is just 1. Oh, that's not the modified. Modified is a miss. Ooh, yeah. Okay, not so scary after all. We should still, I think, I'm going to keep rolling with my plan, which puts Norman next. No, not Norman next. Cultist next, sorry. So Cultist, moving -1. So they're just going to move 1. He's going to attack Norman -1. So an attack of 1 -1 is 0, but we're going to modify that. So, ooh, even better, okay? He's just there looking at Norman all creepily. But there is this fear of this death thing happening. But like I said, I think we're okay. So let's bring it on to Norman's turn. And what we're going to do is Norman doesn't even need to move. He's just going to push. And so he's going to go ahead and push the cultist 2 away, which actually would put a damper. He wouldn't be able to reach him with the spear. But since this guy's here, let's go ahead and spear him first. I don't think this is going to kill him. I hope it won't, but then after we push him onto the trap, then he's going to die. And I mean, I could use the poison dagger for safety. Might as well, I guess, because, well, no, let's hold on to those for the spirits just in case. All right, so an attack of 3 modified times 2. Well, we just killed the cultist anyway. And then I could still move. I still haven't done that movement action at all. So here, let's swap these out so I can remember. The crappy thing that I didn't want to happen was, like, I didn't want him to die right here. But if I had pushed him, I think, my understanding is that I would have had to push him 2. I don't think you can push them less than you want to. Otherwise, that would have been perfect. I could have just pushed him 1 and then speared him. Well, but then I would have had, it wouldn't have worked. Okay, either way, boop, speared. This guy's dead. So we're going to put that there. Oh, in fact, I'll remember these loots over here. Okay, so this guy's dead. Cultist gone. Awesome. Let's get this mess out of the way. No more living bones coming. I'm happy about that. But we were within that perimeter of being damaged, and so that does mean that we need to go ahead and take a damage. It was an attack +2. So, oh, I moved that off the screen. But the cultist attack, let me look. The cultist attack was 1 +2, so 3 modified. So +0. So Norman just got kind of exploded a little bit, took 3 damage. So we're going to go down to 6 and put this down here. We still have 2 cards. All right. Okay, so where are we moving? So the only thing I can really think to do is to push this guy within reach of Crystale, whose attack I mean, these guys both have 3 shields right now. Not much is going to happen. But I'm thinking we could go 1, 2, 3. We're pushing 2, so it's got to go 2 spaces away. So that's 1 space away. And then pushing him again is 2 spaces away. Well, that would put him at a disadvantage. Oh, but then again, we have that question. Can you push less than the amount? I'm going to look it up. Give me a minute, please. Okay, as I suspected or expected, one of those two. If you choose to push or pull, you've got to go the full amount. But that's fine because I know Crystale's going next. She could just not move all the way in. I just don't want her to have disadvantage. So let's push this guy 1, 2. Let's put him right there. And that'll be the end of Norman's turn, I believe. Yeah, so Crystale's going next, and I'm hoping Norman can get over here and open that chest before the end of the scenario. And so Crystale's going next. She is just going to move 3, and then we're going to attack at a range of 2 with a power of 3, and it will be something special. So Crystale has a range of 2. I would love to land on a loot to do this, but attempting to attack feels more important, so let's go there. And heck, while we're at it, let's go ahead and use both our minor potion and our goggles. I don't think that we're going to have the ability to use these, like, I don't think we're going to do a multiple attack with the way that these things are moving around. At least not very well, and maybe I'm wrong, but so we're going to be doing an attack of 4 with advantage. Yeah, so I'm going to just use that one all the way. That stays there. So an attack of 4 with advantage is, yes, 8. Okay. Ooh. Is that enough? Oh my gosh, I totally just, honestly, I so lucked out. Because this guy has 3 shields, but we got an 8, so we're doing 5 damage to him. He's dead. We just took this guy out. I love it. Okay, so that guy is gone. Coin here. And we really could get this guy pretty quickly. In fact, Norman has a card that would just kill him straight off. I just want to make sure that maybe we could pick up a couple of loots, and definitely I want to open this treasure. Ugh. Hopefully it's not an explosion one. Norman does need to exhaust himself, but maybe that's not happening this time. We do have a few decks that we need to shuffle though, so let's go do that. Where did I put that? Oh, the other card is under there. Okay, so that was pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and shuffle. And we'll cut it in half. There we go, ×2 on top. Thanks, Googles. Or no, goggles. Thanks to all of the words like that. And same with Norman. I can't believe we have never gotten those blessings. Those blessings are both in here somewhere. We just haven't had them, which is unfortunate, but we've been drawing that other ×2 enough that, you know, again, I'll try not to complain too loudly. And, oh, that was good. And then we'll cut it in half right there. Okay, cool. New round. And you know what I'm thinking as I move this, I think I definitely want Crystale to do a short rest. Because we're gonna be able to I have a plan. We're gonna end this turn. In fact, I probably am gonna have Norman do a short rest too. And so for Crystale's short rest, it really does not matter what happens here. We're just gonna shuffle these. I'm basically just looking to get on a spot with the loot so I can pick up some loot. Literally, that's it. So here we go. Losing that one. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, we got the rest of our cards, and she'll be playing 2 cards next round. Let's see, Norman only has 2 cards left. And I don't know that either one of them are super great where we don't have our boots. I kind of want Norman to take a short rest. Yeah, do you know what? Before the end of that round, we're going to have Norman do a quick short rest. And so we're going to randomly lose one of these. Again, that's going to help with exhaustion. I hope I don't discard the one card I'm thinking about. Of course, that's always a possibility, but I'm going to cross my fingers that I don't do it. And let's see. Let's lose this one. Okay, I don't want to lose this one, but it's a thing. So let's go ahead and discard that. Ooh, give me 1 second. There was a rule where you could choose to not lose a card if something happens. 1 second. Okay, I could take a damage in order to keep this one, and then I would have to lose the next randomly selected one. But the one that I really want to use is still in here somewhere. So I'm going to call that good. There was our resting. And let's go ahead and pick what we're going to do. I would love to move onto the chest if I could. I don't know if I can, but then it would be really fun to do this one, where I kill one normal adjacent enemy. So that's kind of the plan there. Oh, and you know what? When I use my spear, I did not give myself... I don't remember giving myself an experience point. Did I? Crap, I don't remember. I guess I better not, because I don't remember. I don't think I did, but whatever. It is what it is. But I also want to be able to move enough to do that damage. So let's play this one, because I want to end up on top of the treasure chest. So we're going to go in an initiative of 35. And that's going to let me move and kill, and that will lose those 2 cards. Oh, I'm really close to being exhausted. I could probably play out one more round if I did this differently, but at that point it's almost like gaming the system. Let's just play for normalness. All right, so this round, Crystale is... I guess it really doesn't matter what I do. I'll just have her go last. Yeah, we'll let Norman go take care of the treasure box and all that stuff, and then at the end of her turn, she'll just move into place. Does not matter what I do. We'll just go super late. I guess I could. Do you know what? This is so silly. To gain some experience points, let's summon our Mystic Ally. Oh, no, I can't summon the Mystic Ally, because then I don't end up on loot. I'm just trying to get some loot. Okay, so let's do that. Sure, why not? All right, so we do have this in the bag. It's just a question of what's this guy doing. All right, an initiative of 9. He is attacking -1 at a range, which is fine. So maybe he will... All right, well, let's just play it out, because that's what we're doing right now. So an attack -1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's targeting Norman. An attack -1. His attack is 2. -1 is 1, which is... 0. All right, so Norman takes a damage. Pretty simple. Put that down to a 5. And he's already at full health, so not healing, and there's no wind to bring down. So that's the end of that. And now we're going to go to Norman's turn. Norman is going to move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 to land on the treasure chest. Let's go see what the treasure chest is. That's going to take us to the app. Okay, so treasure 38. Let's go ahead and open it up. We got the King of Skulls, an item design, number 123. Okay, interesting. So in this, we got an item design, which, if I remember correctly, and I'll double check before I make the next video, means we go through the deck and pull out all of the item cards of that number, and they are going to be available for purchase. So this is some kind of a summoned skeleton. Nice. Okay, we can bring up a Living Bones now. So we've got that, and to to end Norman's turn, he is going to just go ahead and kill an adjacent normal enemy, just flat out, and we lose that card. We also lost this card for moving 6, so we need to make sure we collect all 3 experience for that, which will be the end of this guy here. And we'll drop a loot, and that is all gone. See ya. Fun. Oh, this treasure chest is gone too. Okay, it's all opened. So we just need to go to Crystale. She's going to finish her turn, and that is the end of the scenario, which we happen to win. Awesome us. And so Crystale, she just needs to pick up any loot from anywhere. That's all we're doing. It really doesn't matter. So just to say we did, let's go 1, 2, 3, and pick up this loot. What? Sure. Yep. Super fun. And now the round has ended, and we have fulfilled the scenario requirements. Let's go into the app and read the conclusion. Alright, so let's check out the conclusion. It says, "It is clear that you have disrupted some sort of ritual here. These elemental demons belong on an entirely different plane of existence, but the cultists have somehow managed to pull them through to this one. On the altar in the back room, there is a wealth of scribblings on these rituals. Not all the writings are intelligible, but you get the sense that this crypt is a place of power once used by an ancient civilization. The ancients tapped the power of the elements to enhance their own lives, and while their fate, or while their exact fate is beyond your knowledge, it clearly didn't end well. Among the scripts, you also find notes on a couple of other places of power in the area. One appears to see heavy use with the cult, and the other is marked as being overrun by vicious undead. It looks as though you have opportunities to either disrupt more of their work, 5, or get in their good graces by helping to clear out a threat, 6. So we're going to have the option to go to either a ruinous crypt or a decaying crypt. Alright folks, so there you have it. We have a lot of cleanup to do. I was really hoping to get a bunch of gold in this crypt, but we didn't have any. I mean, there's a ton of loot on the ground that I could have spent time walking around to pick up, but at the end of the day I was getting kind of nervous and just wanted to get this done. But then again, Norman does need to exhaust himself, so I probably could have ended this better. But, 4 days of recording behind the curtain a little bit, it was time to end the scenario. So there you go. If you would like to see what happens next, I'll just be posting my post-scenario cleanup video where we will be upgrading and deciding where we're headed next, do a city event, yada yada yada. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check the description of this video. There will be like a catalog of all those videos and things like that. So yeah, we will hopefully see you either in that video or in the next scenario. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. Bye!